Is this your former husband?
Yes.
With regard to, and then I'll get to both of your cases because I have complaints and a countersuit for exactly the same thing. That each of you allege, the mother-in-law and the former daughter-in-law allege that the other has harassed them, caused them to spend money for legal fees, yada, 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 all ridiculousness. So, but I want to get some of the backgrounds. So you live together for a long time. You have an 8-year-old child. How many grandchildren does Miss Renante have?
Grandchildren, I believe 2.
You have this granddaughter.
Correct.
This is a granddaughter. And where is your other grandchild?
She lives in Georgia.
And you live...
Here in Southern California.
And Miss Paredes lives in Southern California?
Correct.
Right. So this is the only grandchild that's near you?
Correct.
Did you have a settlement agreement in your divorce decree, or was this a case tried with regard to custody and visitation and support?
Well, we went to court a few times, but in the end, we agreed.
Okay. What did you agree to with regard to custody?
We finally agreed to 50-50 on legal and physical custody.
And how does that work with an 8-year-old in school? Do you live close by to each other?
Kind of, maybe like 12 miles apart. As far as school, from my understanding, they're late a lot.
No, not.
So
that's not what I asked you.
Oh, okay.
How is the week divided?
Oh, I see. It's 1 week on, 1 week off.
And when your daughter is with her father, does her father live with his mother?
Yes.
I live with my son. I moved into his house. I live with him.
You live together?
Correct.
Fine. So you have 3 minutes to tell me what the problem is and why you think you have a lawsuit.
2015, she brought me to court, filed the TRO, was granted the restraining order for both sides to stay away from each other.
Okay, so just a second. So she brought you to court on a restraining order.
Yes.
She made an application for a temporary restraining order.
Yes.
Is that correct? And you were served with a temporary restraining order?
Not served necessarily. I was told through my son's lawyer that I was being served.
What were the allegations in that application for an order of protection?
She claimed I threatened to stab her in the back with a knife.
And was that case tried or settled?
Well, it wasn't tried. I think it
was
was
a final protective order granted?
Yes, for 3 years.
And were they mutual protective orders?
Yes.
So after she filed an application for a protective order, did you file an application for a protective order?
No, because the order was a joint order.
No. Wasn't a joint order. She went first.
Correct.
She filed an application alleging that you threatened her.
Alleging.
Then either one of two things happened. Either you filed for a protective order and both those cases are joined together, or when you go to court because the judge is maybe a little bit lazy, maybe one person has a lawyer and says, listen, we don't have to try this. Why don't you both just agree not to annoy or harass each other for 3 years, and then we can save ourselves a lot of time and a lot of expense. So either one of two things happened. Either you filed for a protective order after she served you in 2015. Did you do that?
I did not know.
Well, then if you did not, then what happened is the second thing happened on my menu, which was maybe judge is a little bit lazy. Did you have a lawyer?
Yes.
And did her lawyer speak to you?
No, he spoke to my lawyer.
So you both had lawyers?
I had a family lawyer because it was her son's family lawyer, and they already knew each other. So that's how, with our custody case, so that's how they spoke to each other. So my lawyer, my family lawyer, had to get involved in this case because of that.
Well, didn't have to because of that, because you weren't a defendant or a respondent in that case. Mm-hmm. Only she was. Mm-hmm. But you brought your lawyer with you, and the two lawyers talked to each other. Mm-hmm. Did the two lawyers also talk to the judge?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Right. So mutual protective orders were granted?
Yes.
Great. Even though no case had been filed against you?
No.
So I still don't hear a lawsuit.
I have not talked to this woman since 2009. So the allegation that she put that I stabbed her in the back was something that I said.
Mr. Renante, let me explain something to you. You had a lawyer.
Correct.
If you wanted to fight that order of protection, listen to me carefully. If you wanted to fight that order of protection, you should have said to your lawyer, I want a trial.
Okay.
Not say, I consent to an order of protection.
But it wasn't really about that. It was about my granddaughter. She filed the restraining order against both me and my son separate, had two separate judges sign it, and he couldn't have my daughter in visitation because I lived in the house with him. So I went to court to fight the visitation. She wouldn't allow her daughter in his house because I lived with him, for him to see his daughter unless I wasn't there. But since I lived there, how am I not going to, how's that going to happen?
What's your last name?
Renunciate, ma'am.
Stand up next to your mother.
Yes, ma'am.
She's too involved in your business.
No, I'm not. She drags me
listen
into
to
the
me.
business.
Listen to me. Listen to me. I didn't ask you a question. She's too involved in your business.
Yes.
I've been doing this business for 50 years. I met her 5 minutes ago, and I'm telling you, she's a nice lady, and you don't look like a bad guy. You're quiet. You don't look like a bad guy. She's too involved in your business.
What?
You created that. You created it because you needed help when your daughter was spending her week with you.
Negative.
I assume.
Negative. I moved my parents in 2 years ago with me because both my grandparents passed away and they were struggling. My dad had a stroke and he lost his job, so I took him in and I've been supporting them for the last 2 years.
If I were you, I would put my foot down and say, don't get involved with my business. You worked out a settlement with your former wife?
Yes.
With regard to custody?
Yes.
Is he a good father?
Yes.
See what she said?
Yes.
That was right up front. No, he did this, he did. Does he love his daughter?
Oh, yes.
Is she a good mother?
Yes.
She love her daughter?
Yes.
That's the trouble. That's the trouble. And you're going to have a problem as long as she lives with you. I assume that the protective... Trust me. I've been doing it
We get along good.
I've been doing it a long time. She's a pot stirrer.
No, I do not.
She's a pot stirrer. Do you work?
I go to school full time.
Who supports the household?
I do.
Doing what?
I'm a vet, so I get GI Bill benefits and disability benefits from the VA. So.
Do you work?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a supervisor for a Facey Medical Group.
Do either one of you pay child support?
Not anymore, no.
No.
Good.
We agreed not to.
Well, he's perfectly capable. The fact that he wants to go to school and he has an 8-year-old child, that's fine as long as he takes care of her half the time and you take care of her half the time. That's fine. What else?
At the end of September, 911 called my son. I was with my son. We were out in the car against Joanne. She had locked herself into the bathroom, my granddaughter, fearing for her life. We went to the police station, and I go, there's court orders that says I can attend school functions peaceably. And so I showed up with my son at the police station to support him and to tell my granddaughter I would be there. And she said, I have a restraining order, can you get rid of her?
Absolutely
So I was
right.
asked to, and I get that. I understand,
Absolutely
and I
right.
knew that was going to happen. But the other cases are September 16th was her birthday. It was his day to have her. She shows up and expects me to stay away while she shows up on his week. Thanksgiving, she did it again. She sent a text message saying, your mom better not be there because I'm going to be there. My granddaughter was in a choir for Thanksgiving at her church.
Which is my church.
Yeah, I just said your church.
Right.
Ms.
And so
Renate,
we showed up.
you got the drill?
Yeah.
Do you understand the drill?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to be
You
there
do-
for my daughter, my granddaughter.
I want to tell you something. Grandparents in this country do not have rights to see their grandchildren. Now, I used to think that that was an absolutely ridiculous law, unless either parent was considered unfit to take care of them. In this country, in most jurisdictions, the parent has the right to say, this is a person who I think is good for you to be around, or not. And if it's not good for you to be around a grandparent, for whatever reason, either because they're a pot stirrer,
Not a pot stirrer.
oh,
Her daughter comes
let
to
me
me
tell you
because
something, Ms.
she
Ferrante.
can talk to me
Yeah,
and
let me-
not talk
let
to
me-
her mother.
let me-
She feels comfortable talking to me. She talks to me. She doesn't talk to her mom. I'm
You
not
got
a pot
it?
stirrer. I
Do
stay
you
out
got
of
it?
stuff.
Do you have it?
Yes.
Do you understand it? And it may have to reach a point where you say to your mother and your father, is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
You have to find someplace else to live.
We're working
I'll
on
help
that,
you.
Your
I'll
Honor.
help you, but you have to find someplace else to live. You can't be involved with my business, with my ex-wife and my daughter. My ex-wife and I seem to get along just fine unless you're involved
They
in the
actually
business.
don't get
Your case
along.
is dismissed. Goodbye.
Don't get
We're done.
You were in an automobile accident that you claim was the defendant's fault.
Right.
I don't think that the defendant would deny that if there was an accident, it was her fault. She says there was no accident.
That's interesting.
Okay, that's what she says. She says there was no accident. So why don't you tell me the date of this accident?
June 27th, 2017,
What time?
2:15 in the afternoon.
Could you go over to the board and show me which one was your car?
I am the orange car with the P on a plaintiff.
Okay, so you were going straight down the road. The defendant had a stop sign.
Correct. I had the right-of-way on this Main Street, Grand Via Altamira.
So she went through the stop sign.
Correct. Right in front of me, across in front of me.
She crossed in front of you.
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then she shot through, so she didn't hit me. She headed towards this curb here, and then to avoid hitting the curb, she swerved out and struck my right front fender and her left front wheel.
Okay. Do you have a photograph of the damage?
Yes, I did.
I'd like to see.
Since the car is brand new, I had a very difficult time taking pictures because it's shiny and I got a lot of reflection.
What kind of car was it?
2017 Porsche Boxster. Okay. Do you want her damage also?
First, let me see yours.
Okay.
Did you both get out of your car?
Yes, we did.
Show me where you were when you both got out of the car.
Right in the same area here.
So she stopped.
Yes, she did. And then as she did so, she said, I have a microfiber cloth in my car.
Well, she stopped.
Okay.
Didn't say anything. She stopped, she got out of the car.
She apologized profusely.
What did she say?
She said, I'm so sorry. I tried not to hit you and I swerved, but I didn't make it.
Her son was traveling with her in the car. Where was he? In the passenger seat in the front or in the back?
I believe so, in the front seat.
You believe so?
Yes.
Were you in the front seat?
Yes.
Did you exchange information?
We exchanged phone numbers.
Not insurance information.
Not at that time. We exchanged phone numbers. She texted her phone number to me there on the scene. And for some unknown reason, one of the phone numbers she gave me for her home was a Minnesota phone number, and I don't know why.
Did she give you a working phone number?
Yes, the cell number. She texted it to me as I stood there, and I have the text with me.
I'd like to see it.
And the whole time that she had stopped, her son kept saying, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm so sorry, Mom, about 3 times. She never gave me her license or any type of address. I had to go seek that out for myself.
Well, you asked her for your insurance registration card.
And she never gave it to me.
Why not?
I gave my insurance card.
No,
When?
your number.
Shh.
I have the complete text exchange between
May I
us.
see it?
No license.
Shh. Did you tell your insurance company that you didn't hit her car?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why?
Because we came close, but I did not.
That's baloney. That's
not.
baloney. It's baloney. Because you wouldn't have gotten out of your car if you didn't hit her.
We stopped.
You wouldn't have gotten out of your car if you didn't hit her. So my question to you, I'm going to repeat it again. Why did you tell your insurance company that you didn't hit her?
I told my insurance company that I did not feel an impact. We were very close, and I rolled down my window, and she was right there.
That's not true. How could you lie? Is that what you want to teach him? How to lie? Is that what you want to teach your son? How to lie?
Your Honor.
Okay, well, that's what you're doing. Because your son was in the car, he knows that you hit her. So if what you want to do is teach him how to grow up to be a liar, you're doing a good job.
That is not what I want to do.
Well, then you want to tell me why you told your insurance company that there was no accident.
Because, do you want me to go?
No, I want you to tell me. You and I both know that there was an accident. We both know it because everything she told me was true. That you got out of the car, that you said, I'm so sorry, I tried to avoid you.
I did not say that.
Tell me what you said. Just a second. Just remember who you're telling the story to and who was there and heard you. Just remember.
Okay.
Great.
I made the turn.
You went through a stop sign. She had the right of way.
Yes, she did. And it was very clear. I could see around the corner there was no car coming.
Well, there was a car coming.
Well, it was not.
There was a car coming because her car was coming.
Okay.
So you didn't see it. Maybe you were distracted. Maybe you were having an argument with your son. Maybe you were having a heated discussion with your son. Whatever it was, you blew a stop sign. You blew the stop sign.
I did not blow the stop sign.
Well, you did because you hit her. She had the right of way. If you came in close contact with her, or if you swerved to avoid her, then you still blew a stop sign.
I did not blow the stop sign. I come out of this neighborhood every day because I live there. And I have to be very careful because sometimes
don't tell me
people
shoulda,
blow.
woulda, coulda. We're talking about June 27th, 2017. Make sure you're careful because otherwise you brought him here. I'll ask him questions. Do you understand? Nope. I didn't ask you to do anything yet.
I made the turn and I was going and I saw a car speeding from my left side.
Yeah, just a minute. Just to make sure you realize who you're telling me this story in front of.
And I stopped and I didn't feel anything or hear anything. And so I was relieved. I rolled down my window and she said, "What the hell are you doing?" And I got out of my car and she backed up and she goes, "Look at the scratch on my car." And then she looks at my car and she said, "And there's no damage to your car." She said, "My husband is going to kill me."
What kind of car were you driving?
A Tesla Model X.
Yes. Go ahead.
And so I said, "Well, I have a microfiber cloth in my car. Do you want me to try to wipe your scratch?" And she said, "Sure." So I did that.
Just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that a lady, for no reason, would say, "Let me go in my car," when there was no contact between your car and hers, and get a cloth and try to polish out a scratch? You telling me that you want me to believe that? That you did that?
Well, I was...
No way in the world. I didn't make that spot on the floor, but let me get down and let me wash the floor. Let me try to get the spot out of the floor, even though I had nothing to do with it. You trying to tell me that a lady like you tried to buff out a scratch on her car that she didn't cause? Do you understand where I'm going?
I understand where you're going.
Great.
So we got out, we both took pictures, and she wanted to file a claim, so I gave her my information and the insurance.
Why in the world would you give her your information, madam, if there had been no contact with the car?
Because I didn't want to have an argument with her. I figured the insurance company could deal with it.
If you told the insurance company that there was no accident, the insurance company said, "Our insurance said there was no contact between..."
Well, no, they investigated it. And I have the pictures from the insurance company of both cars.
Would you like to see a picture of her wheel?
I would love to see the full report of your insurance company. I want to see if you said to them there was no contact with the car.
I have the pictures.
I want to see if you told the insurance company that there was no contact with her car. I want to see if you told the insurance company that there was no contact with her car.
I don't have a report from the insurance
Then
company.
I'm not interested. Can I see a bill to fix your car, please?
I do have a letter from the insurance
I don't
company.
read letters from insurance companies.
I have 2 estimates.
You have the final
And
bill there, Kim.
Just a second. Just give me the 2 estimates, please. Not a good example, Miss Ramsdale.
And here's a picture of her wheel and the fact that the wheel is tainted.
Would you just do me a favor and give me an estimate? That's what I asked for. I didn't ask for all those documents. I asked you for the estimates.
I'm sorry.
Judging for the plaintiff for the amount of $13.15. We're done. Mr. George, I'm going to speak to you. This is your stepdaughter.
Yes.
And this is your daughter?
Yes.
Your complaint alleges that there was an argument in your house.
Yes.
And that your stepdaughter and your daughter caused some damage to both the house and later to a car.
Yes.
Ms. Carroll says that this argument was precipitated by something that you did, that she really didn't cause any damages, all as a result of your bad behavior. So, Ms. Carroll, I'm going to start with you. Let me try to understand what this argument was about. On the 13th of May of this year, according to what I read in your mother and stepfather's petition, you came to your mother's home because some friends of yours had a baby.
Yes, Your Honor.
And these people didn't have the wherewithal to take care of this baby.
Yes, the proper things.
So you came to the house to see if you could give the baby to your mother.
No, Your Honor, I didn't come to the house to see if I can give the baby to my mother. I asked her if it was possible to watch the baby because she did offer, so we came back.
That's not what I'm reading. So you wanted your mother to take care of the baby until you came back from where?
Just for the mother to have a break, just back to my house, just for the break.
For how long?
For a couple hours, that's what was discussed.
That's not what I'm getting from here. What I'm getting from here is that the fight was about you wanted your mother to take care of the baby for an extended period of time, and your mother said to you, well, I don't mind doing that, but we'd have to do it legally through the court. Well, legally through the court is not for a couple of hours babysitting. Legally through the court means you wanted to leave the baby with them.
Correct.
Well, then which one is it? Don't listen. If you tell the truth, you don't have to have a long memory. If you're going to make up stories, you're going to look very foolish and it's going to be very unpleasant. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Great. Now, on the 13th of May of this year, you came and you asked your mother to do what?
To watch the child
For how long?
for a long period of time.
Did you tell her why?
Because the parent didn't have anything for the baby at all, and I don't have anything at my house because I don't have any kids. And my mom has a 2-year-old, which is my youngest sister, so she has supplies and things for the baby that we do not have, I do not have.
Well, did
And the
these
mother
people
does
live
not.
with you, the mother of this baby, the father of this baby? How do you know them?
I met her through another friend, and we're close friends.
I mean, is there something wrong with her?
She came asking for help to me because everyone turned her down for a specific reason, which I did not know that.
They turned her down for what reason?
I do not know the reason they turned her down, but that's
So
my friend.
when you asked your mother if she would take this baby for an extended period of time, what did your mother say to you?
My mother says she will take the baby with proper documentation.
So she wanted to go through court.
Exactly.
And what did you say to her?
I said, okay, Ma, then we can do that, no problem. But the mother didn't have the stuff for the baby because she had a situation incident where she lost her apartment, she was homeless, and she did not have proper documentation because all the baby stuff and her stuff had gotten lost in the moving situation. That's what I was trying to explain to my mother.
What stuff? You mean like a birth certificate?
Birth certificate, social security card, and she did not have the money to replace anything else. She was messed up.
Listen, if this is your good friend, why didn't you say, come and stay with me?
I'm not in that situation right now, Your Honor.
What do you mean you're not in that situation? You have no kids. You said to me, I have no kids. This is a good friend of mine.
Exactly.
And she was homeless. Why
Yeah.
didn't you say, come move in with me?
Okay, so back in New York, I have a program apartment to the point where somebody else is paying my rent. So I'm not allowed to have people live with me while I'm in that program apartment. So therefore, my mom pays her own rent out of pocket. I don't pay out of pocket. I get help. So therefore...
You have children?
No children. I'm single.
Do you work?
No, I do not work. I receive disability.
In any event, at some point, the argument with your mother precipitated your stepfather, according to you, coming in to find out what this was all about.
Exactly.
Because mother said, I'm not doing this unless it's through the courts, so I have proper documentation. Your stepfather, according to you, came in and said, what are you trying to do? You want us to take this baby so that you and your friends could go out partying and having a good time? And then you and your stepfather got into a fight.
Yes, because he then came out the room and said to me, why are you trying to take advantage of your mother? And I said to him, I am not trying to take advantage of her. This conversation is between me and my mother.
No, it
Mind
isn't.
your business.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Because it's
But,
not between me.
Is that your mother's husband?
Yes, that's her husband. That's
Then
not my
listen to
legal
me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I don't want you to sound stupid, because what you just said to me is stupid. If you're having a conversation with your mother who lives with her husband, and you're asking your mother to take an infant into the house to take care of that infant, it has to do with her husband who lives there. He's not delivering a pizza. He lives there.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
So what do you mean it has nothing to do with him? So you told him to butt out, it had nothing to do with you, it only has to do with my mother?
Yes, I
You
did.
mean you think that when a baby cries in the middle of the night, only one set of ears hears that baby crying in the middle of the night? Or two sets of ears?
Two sets of ears,
Yeah,
Your
two
Honor.
sets of ears. Where you're not, because you're living in prepaid housing for single people without a baby.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. So he said, why are you trying to take advantage of your mother? And then what happened?
Then I started speaking back to him, telling him basically,
Not basically. You told him it was none of his business. It was between you and your mother.
yes, I did tell him that, Your Honor.
Right. And then?
we started going to a verbal argument, like I told
Okay,
you.
so you were shouting at each
other,
And
saying
then?
disrespectful
And
things
then?
to each other.
And then?
And then Larry then came over, past my mom, because I guess I said something to him that hit the heart. He came over after me. The TV is sitting on the table. It's a flat screen, very fragile. It's sitting on the table. Larry pushes me into the TV. My elbow then hits the TV.
What?
My mom grabs
So
him.
it's just, okay, now let's stop right there. So that's how the TV got broken, according
Yes.
to you. How'd the TV get broken?
The TV got broken because Miss Valencia was very angry. That
Don't tell me she was very angry.
Okay,
Just
the
tell
TV
me
got
what-
broke because she hit the TV
How?
like this. She punched it
With her what?
with her fist. Like she shoved it like that.
Where
Excuse
was
me.
your husband?
Well, the way my apartment is, I was trying to get Valencia to leave because I asked my husband for permission about the child, and he said no, absolutely not, so that they could run the street. So as I was trying to get Valencia, my daughter, out because the verbal got really crazy, I was bringing her past, and she said, Mike Larry, and she pushed the TV.
Okay, good. You have a bill for the TV?
Yes, I do.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it.
I also have photos of my TV as well.
No, just give me a bill for the TV. I want to see when you bought it and what you paid for it.
Okay, I purchased it out of Walmart. I did not know that I needed the actual receipt. I don't have the actual receipt.
Well,
I had bought it years ago.
How many years ago?
Maybe about a year and a half ago.
Now I'll see a picture of it. So after the TV got broken,
yes,
what happened next?
Me and my friend then left the house.
Oh, so you were there with your friend?
Yes, she was there.
With the baby?
Yes, the baby was there with her. We were all upstairs. We came upstairs because we was asking her if she can take the baby. It wouldn't be correct if the baby wasn't there.
It's not like you're pawning off a kitten, you know. This is not a kitten.
Your Honor, like I said, the
Or
offer
a bird.
was made, so we tried to take the offer. Why not?
Because it's not a parakeet, it's a child. Mr. Smith, how did you meet the plaintiff?
The plaintiff was a friend of a friend. Approximately 3 years ago, my cat needed babysitting, so I initiated her. I re-met her again a year ago.
And when you say you initiated something a year ago, tell me what it was that you initiated.
I had purchased a 100-year-old house, and I was conversing with my friends, and she was present about the problems I was having with fixing the house up. I had hired an inspector, but he didn't do a good job. I needed plumbing, a roof, electrical. There was no foundation on my house.
Were you living there?
I was residing there, yes.
With all those things not being there, no foundation, no plumbing, nothing.
They were operational, but not totally functional.
Now we're going to get back how you came to her to help you with all these problems. Stop playing with the papers. There are more papers there than in the Supreme Court.
He's got a long history, Your Honor, sorry.
This is going to be very short. Trust me.
I hired an agent to redo the roof, which I knew needed. She offered to do it. She said she was a contractor.
She offered to do the roof herself? Or to?
That's what she offered, with a crew of hers.
With a crew?
Correct. But she doesn't have a contractor's license, and she's been on disability since 1992. And I gave her a small portion of the job to put in a solar tube light in the roof.
Did you hire her to do the roof job?
Yeah, I did pay her, yes.
How much?
About $25,000.
To act as a GC, general contractor, getting crews to do things in the house.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you acknowledge, Ms. Smith, that you were paid to do some GC work, general contracting work in his house?
No, I was not, Your Honor.
You were never paid?
I reimbursed employees that...
Don't try to double talk me. Were you ever paid by Mr. Smith for work that you or crews hired by you did on his house?
No, Your Honor. I helped him hire the people. He said he needed people, and he wanted me to oversee the workers for work on his house. I did not employ him myself. He did.
Just a second. I got it. I got it. I got her. I got it. I got her. How much do you get from disability a month?
I don't get disability.
You don't get any kind of disability. Be very careful. You don't get any kind of disability.
I had disability. That's why I met Mr. Smith.
Just a second. I asked you a question. What year did you start to collect disability?
I was injured at one time in 1992.
1992.
Mm-hmm.
In what year, which is even more interesting, did you stop collecting disability?
2015.
So, according to you, until shortly before you started to do work for him, you were collecting disability.
I did not work.
Now tell me why your disability benefits were cut off last year.
That has nothing to do with this case.
Oh, it has everything to do with this case. It has everything to do with your last answer. Because when I ask you, were you paid money to GC, and you start dancing around because if you were paid $25,000 to GC a project, even though you paid other people, then you committed fraud on the federal government. They're going to come looking for you. It has everything to do with this case. You want to tell me why your disability was stopped, if it was?
It had nothing to do with my case with him.
Really? Your case is dismissed. You may be hustling for a long time, Ms. Smith, but you don't hustle me. You don't hustle me. You don't answer my questions, your case is dismissed. Now, according to you, you let her stay in the house while she was doing some GC work on the house. She of course said in her now dismissed claim that she was a renter and you illegally evicted her and therefore she wants $5,000. That's what her case was about, that
No,
I've
it
just
wasn't.
disposed of. Now we're going to get to your counterclaim. The counterclaim says that she proceeded to, after her keys were taken away, to engage in a course of conduct that was harassment, and at one point she broke into your house and assaulted you. You want to tell me about it?
I allowed her to stay in the room as a guest. She lived 40 miles away. I was trying to help her. She had lack of assets. And she disappeared for 3 weeks, and there was a foul order coming from the room.
When was this? Give me the month.
November.
Okay.
I entered the room. I found stolen property of mine, an old flight suit, camera lenses, dog tags, 7 pairs of scissors. It was a total mess. I decided at this point in time that she had been gone for 3 weeks with no communication. Perhaps it was time I changed the locks. She arrives home. She doesn't even try the locks. She climbs under the house where the foundation wasn't yet, into the basement, into the kitchen, upstairs, pummeled me, grabbed my laptop, and ran away.
Did you call the police?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a police report?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to take a look at it.
I'll provide you with all the police.
No, don't give me everything. Just give me the first police report when she came in
Okay.
and came into the house. When was the last time you had any contact with her?
In court approximately 3 weeks ago.
What court?
She had filed another motion to dismiss my protection order. She showed up late beyond the roll call and argued with the judge that she was there, and when she wasn't.
You filed the protective order. Was it finally granted?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long do you have the protective order for?
A year starting March of this year.
And that's to keep her away from your house.
And no
And
contact
you.
me.
And no Would you put the papers down? Is there any reason whatsoever that you would want to have any contact whatsoever with Mr. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor. I filed a protection order against Mr. Smith in December of 2015.
Was it granted?
Yes, it was.
For how long?
For 30 days, and I came down
Just
with
a
ocular
second.
migraines and could not make the hearing.
I don't care. It was dismissed. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, just like his
Fine.
order, because it was default.
Just
I was not able to make it.
He
Can't
has
be
an order
granted.
of protection against you. That means he can't come near you, which he has not. There's no question in my mind that he has not come near you.
Actually, I've got phone calls, Your Honor.
There's no question in my mind that he has not come near you. So what part of put the papers down don't you get? You have no reason to look at papers. I've dismissed your claim. I'm merely addressing the countersuit.
Well, I have evidence for the countersuit, Your Honor.
You do.
Yes, I do.
I want you to tell me how you got into the house in November when you found that the locks were changed.
I was not informed the locks were changed, Your Honor. I have...
I want you to tell me how you got into the house in November when the locks were changed.
That day earlier, the day before, when I was driving there, or actually from 3 days before, Mr. Smith was locked out of the house. He called and he wanted me to come home because he wanted me to let him in the house because he had lost his key.
Yes.
And then he had told me that he had crawled under the house. Well, when I came back in town, I was only gone for 3 days. And I have text messages and his employees that worked under me, the day before, he had taken my purse. Mr. Stevens had my purse and had sent it over to Marshall's house, which was my house, because I'd left it in Cooley Dam with him, and he had sent it.
Mr. Smith, when was the last contact you had with her?
Approximately 3 weeks ago.
And that was
at the hearing.
Okay, so this is really what you...
Yes, ma'am.
Pay careful attention. This is really what you have to do. You have to tell your lawyer that at some point, your lawyer has to move before the court, not to allow her, without a judge okaying it first, to file a petition against you, to reinstate her protective order, to vitiate your protective order. Sometimes when people file serial orders and there's something wrong with them, judges will do that. They will say, before a clerk can file anything, it needs a judge's counter-signature. Do you understand? What does that mean?
I would like to make one short comment.
Yes.
The judge at the last hearing stated she's a vexatious litigant.
I mean, those are nice words. If they were said, that doesn't mean an order
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
by a judge that says, before you may file another proceeding against Marshall Smith, you must get judicial approval to do that, which
I got
means the
that, Your
judge
Honor.
has to look at the allegations, look at the history of the case, and say, not again on my watch. Do you understand? Your counterclaim is dismissed. You have an attorney. Your claim is for sure dismissed. We're done. Mr. Pritchard, you know the defendant because he is the brother-in-law of this young lady who is either your girlfriend or your fiance. That's how you refer to her.
That's correct, yes.
And you have an order of protection against him because he beat you up.
Correct, yeah.
He assaulted. There's no such thing as he assaulted you.
Yes.
And I know that Mr. Abrahamson, I know that you assaulted him.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And you say you assaulted him because he's a stoner, which I assume you mean he uses drugs.
No, Your Honor,
What does that mean?
Well, he has
You say he's a stoner who took your sister-in-law, that's this young lady,
Yes, ma'am.
down a bad path.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you called him a stoner.
Yes, Your Honor.
What does that mean?
Well, he smokes a lot of weed. He
That's what I
does a
thought,
lot of
drugs.
drugs. Yes, ma'am.
And is that the reason you beat him up?
No, ma'am.
What'd you beat him up for?
No, ma'am. September 14th, 2015, I had a camera set up in my computer room. I have a couple slot machines. Money has been stolen previously from me. So I had that set up, and at the time, it was 8:25. The camera was turned over, slot machine was broken into, money was gone. I came home that day, looked in the slot machine, money was gone. I'm like, what's going on here?
Well, did they live with you?
No, they had to come to my house to get food at their mom and dad's house. Their dad was in the hospital, so the mom wasn't there. So we had bought them food so they could bring back to the house.
Were they living together?
I am not sure.
You don't know.
No, ma'am.
Are you sick?
I was crying.
What'd you beat him up for?
19.
My question to you is, are you sick? Now.
No.
What's your first name?
Molly.
Take a breath. Is that your sister? Did you used to live with her?
No.
Did you ever live with her, Molly?
No.
Who do you live with now?
I live with Josh.
Do you work?
No. I'm in school.
What school do you go to?
Minnesota Virtual High school in Minneapolis.
Do you go to school every day?
Yeah, it's online.
So you're an online. You
Yes.
don't leave the house.
No.
But you don't go to school.
No.
And what does Josh do?
He is unemployed at the moment.
Whose house do you live in?
An older lady, she's a friend of hers, like grandma, we're living with at the moment.
How long have you been living there?
Oh, 6 months, 6 months.
Do you get any money for going to school online?
No.
Do you have to pay any money to do that?
No.
How do you support yourself, Molly?
Food stamps, EBT, from the county.
And how does Josh support himself?
He is doing Social Security right now, disability for his back.
For his what?
He's trying to get accepted for disability for his back.
What's wrong
Social
with his back?
Security. He has, I'm not sure. He would have to explain it.
What's wrong with your back?
I have a congenital fusion, Your Honor, something I was born with, a birth defect. Causes a lot of pain. I'm currently on a 10-pound weight restriction ordered by a neurosurgeon.
Well, there are a lot of jobs you can do without having to lift up 10 pounds.
Not in the county that we live in, Your Honor. There's not much to go on, and the only job that I had going for me was the casino, and thanks to Mr. Abrahamson, I can't work there.
Molly, do you think you're doing well with Josh?
Yeah.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
You think that that's the right trajectory for your life?
Yes.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sit down. Do you see your sister at all?
No.
Because of him?
I'm sorry?
Because of him?
Because of Matthew.
So let's get back to the slot machine that was broken into.
Sure.
And I assume that what you're going to tell me is that it was your belief that
Yes,
the
Your Honor.
plaintiff
Yes, Your
stole
Honor.
your money.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me how you came to that conclusion.
My son, he had to come home from school to get a picture for him. They had pictures that day. And he witnessed the car pull in at, what time was it? Do you want to?
Or like
Stand up.
the
Tell me
time,
your name.
Aiden Owen.
Tell me about the day that the slot machine got broken into in the house. The money was
So-
taken.
I went to school that morning and I,
Where was your dad?
at work,
And your mom?
at work,
And how old are you?
I went inside the house, climbed through the kitchen window because I didn't know that the key was inside the garage. And then I got the picture for him, walked down the street. Well, I locked the door.
So you went out the door
Yes,
and you locked the door behind you.
Yes, and then I locked it and I went back and I started walking down the road and I seen a Chevy Impala go by me that they used to drive, and obviously it was them. And I went back.
Did you see who was in the car?
No.
Now, is this a well-traveled road?
Yeah.
How many times have you seen that car before?
Probably every 2 months that I went to my grandma's.
You said something about your grandma.
Oh, I used to go to my grandma's every 2
And that's where you saw whose truck was it?
car. It was theirs, but they were borrowing it.
From your grandmother?
No.
From whom?
I have no idea. All I remember is they're borrowing it from a friend.
What color? Chevy Impala, it wasn't a truck.
I think it was a silver, grayish.
How far from your house was it?
Probably a block or 2 away.
So you continued to go to school?
Yeah.
And it was based on that you assumed that he was the one who broke into the house?
Well, not broke in. No, we left them the food, so they had permission to be in the house, just not grab the money.
Oh, okay. So how did they get into the house?
Key. We gave them the key. Or they had the key was at my house, so then they could get in because we were at work.
Okay, so you had prepared food for them?
Correct. Yes, ma'am. On the kitchen table.
Was the food gone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
So the food was gone?
Food was gone.
As well as the cash?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me about the assault.
The assault.
Assault is finished with it, which
Correct.
so I can...
Correct.
Go ahead.
Yep. So we got home. Well, when I got home, I looked in the slot machine, looked for everything. Money's gone. I call up Tasha to see maybe she had grabbed it. I asked the kids, maybe they grabbed it. Nope. Tasha comes home. That's why I have the video right here. For coming home, we're looking. We called those guys. We called the plaintiffs. Said we'll be over at 7. We just got a voicemail. We'll be over at 7 to get our money. We want our money back. We go over there. Molly's sleeping. Josh wasn't. We didn't see him. So we went inside. Molly, where's Josh? She wakes up. What's going on? What's going on? And we know you took the money. We want our money. We were pretty not happy at the time. So we get it out of her. Oh, it was all my idea. We took the money. All right, where's Josh?
Molly said.
Yes, ma'am.
Molly said it was all my idea.
We took the money. All right, where's Josh?
And your wife was with you.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
And that's what your sister said.
Correct.
It was my idea. Okay.
And then we found out Josh was in the bathroom. I broke in, and that's when the assault occurred. It was all done, went home.
Did you get your money?
No, ma'am. From what? He doesn't have a job. I can't get anything.
Well, what'd they do with the money?
We still had the money, Your Honor. We did offer it back to him. He wasn't concerned with that, though.
No.
How much money did you take?
$40, ma'am. And
Why'd you take the money?
I didn't take it.
Molly did.
Yes.
Did she tell you why she took the money?
There was a miscommunication between her and her mother. Her mother did say that there was going to be $40 for us to help us get through. She was planning on being gone for a while down at the hospital with her dad in recovery. There was a miscommunication. I didn't know exactly what the whole deal was, but from what I gathered out of it, I guess we were supposed to grab it out of a bank account, but she had thought that it was supposed to be given to us from there.
Okay, so that's when the assault took place.
Yes,
He pled guilty to something, and as a result of that, he got an order of protection.
Yes.
And this is what this case is about. Is your claim, Mr. Pritchard, that Mr.
Abrahamson.
Abrahamson, no, I can't say that. Mr. Abrahamson continues to violate the order of protection.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Pritchard, you've known this family for a long time,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Was it Mr. Abrahamson's practice to go to the casino before you got the job there? Think before you answer the question, otherwise I bring Molly up, and Molly's not going to be happy if I bring her up. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Was it Mr. Abrahamson's practice? Some people like the casino, and some people don't go to the casino regularly, so you know them for a long time.
Yes.
And you're not a regular worker bee. So did you know that it was his practice to go to the casino for entertainment?
Yes, Your Honor. I had worked there before.
Okay. And how frequently did he go to the casino before?
Before, from
Once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week?
maybe twice a month.
On the weekends?
Yes.
And would you see him there?
Yes.
Where would you see him?
On the floor at a slot machine.
Did he go with his wife?
On occasion, yes. A lot of times he
Sometimes?
was there on his own, yeah.
And sometimes on his own?
Yes.
And when did this assault take place? Give me the
September
date.
14th
Of last year.
2015.
And when did you start to work at the casino?
March of 2016.
So you started to work at the casino knowing that he went there twice a month, either alone or with his wife.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Right. So it was not surprising to you to find him at the casino because you knew that he was a regular at the casino.
That's correct.
Great. Now you have a video to show me, I assume. There's something there to show me how you believe he harassed you. By the way, when did you leave the casino? When did you leave that job?
At the end of May, Your Honor.
Of
2016.
Yep. So you had that, listen to me.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
So you had that job for less than 8 weeks.
Yes.
Prior to that, where did you work?
Before that, I was working for Dairy Queen, I believe.
What do you mean you believe? Were you working for Dairy Queen or were you not working
Yes,
for Dairy
I was.
Queen? A cone and a little ice cream doesn't weigh more than 10 pounds. What happened to that job? I assume there's one Dairy Queen in your neighborhood?
Yes.
So it's very easy to find out? Tell me what happened to that job and when.
I had left that job, Your Honor. We had new management.
You had new management, so what did new management have to do with you?
We weren't getting along.
You weren't getting along with the new team.
Right.
And from when to when did you work for Dairy Queen?
October 30th, I believe, is when I started. And January 5th, maybe, was when
So
I
you
quit.
worked there also for less than 8 weeks.
Yeah,
And that was January of 2016.
correct.
And then you were unemployed for 2 months. And then you got a job and had that job for another 8 weeks. Now, prior to working for Dairy Queen, who did you work for?
I believe I was unemployed for a little while, Your Honor.
What's a little while? From September of 2015, when this assault took place, to May of 2016, did you work more than 16 weeks? 8 weeks or less for Dairy Queen and 8 weeks or less at the casino?
No.
Did you work for anybody else?
Yes.
I'm listening.
Okay. Little store, Your Honor. Little store? Gas station?
From when to when did you work at the little store?
From May of 2015 until September when the assault took place, Your Honor.
Okay. May, June, July, August. So that you worked the gas station for 4 months.
Yes.
In 2015.
Correct.
From September 2015 until May of 2016, am I correct that you held 2 jobs, both for a series of weeks, one for Dairy Queen and one at the casino?
Correct.
What'd you do with the rest of the time?
I was in recovery for a little while after the assault. A lot of the times I was scared to leave my house. That was one of the big reasons why I didn't have any jobs. I've also been going through this disability, Your Honor.
Well, then my question to you, and then we're going to look at your video. Then my question to you, Mr. Pritchard, is if you were scared to go out of the house,
Yes.
what did you take a job for at a casino where you knew the defendant frequented? Mr. McDonald, I'm going to start with you, sir.
Okay.
You and Miss Perez worked at the same place. You were the manager of the place where you worked. What kind of facility was that?
It's a check cashing.
You were the manager, and what role did you have there?
I was assistant manager.
You were selling a car.
That is correct.
And Miss Perez and you came to an agreement that she was going to purchase the car. When was that, Mr. McDonald?
We started talking about it probably about August 11th, 2016.
Did she purchase it in August of 2016?
Yes, she did.
And she gave you a down payment?
That is correct.
How much?
$2,500.
And the agreement was she was going to pay you $200 a month.
The agreement was that she would give me $100 every payday, which would be $200 per month, some months $300.
And in the month of September, did the payment start immediately in September or were they delayed until October?
No, ma'am, they started till October 1st was her first payment.
Did she make a payment in October?
Yes, she did.
Did she make a payment in November?
Yes, she did. It was late.
Okay, but she made a payment in November.
That's correct.
Did she make a payment in December?
No.
Do you have any proof that you made a payment in December?
No.
Then you didn't make the payment in December. Why did you not make the payment in December?
I spoke with Larry and I let him know that my daughter, we had a situation out of town and he was okay with me not making a payment. And I told him I'll make up for it in January.
Did you make a payment in January?
Yes, I did.
Did she make a payment in January?
In January, yes.
Okay, January what?
January 19th.
And how much did she give you in January?
$200.
Had she had a discussion with you in December about some emergency that she had?
She had a discussion with me to tell me that she would needed time off work to take her daughter back to see her aunt and that she would be back at a time, but did not.
Did she tell you well, you must have asked her what about the car payment for December?
Yes, and she said she was going to be making it.
And she did not.
No.
In January, however, she made the payment on the 19th.
That's correct.
And on that same day, when she made the payment, you repossessed the car. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you didn't tell her when she made the payment to you that you were repossessing the car because you knew, according to you, that she was going to be fired from her job the following week. Is that correct? That's what you say.
That's correct, but the fact is that she only had made up to January 19th and made 2 payments, so she was 6 payments behind.
No,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, she
Not
was.
according to you.
No?
I just asked you those questions, sir. I said, did she make a payment to you in October?
Which
You
she
said
did,
you were
one
paid.
payment. You asked me if she made a payment. I said, yes, she made one. She made one payment in November.
Of how much?
$100 each, both times.
So she made $200, and she was supposed to pay you how much?
$400.
$400 a month. So $200.
No, okay, let me back up. October, she should have paid me $200, $100 for each pay period.
Just a second. So she paid you $200.
No,
How much did she pay you?
$100.
Okay, so she only made one payment in
That
October.
is correct.
Got it. Now I got it. You have proof that you made 2 payments in October. Question. There's a question before you. Did you make 2 payments in October?
No.
In November, how many payments did she make?
One payment of $100.
Do you have proof that you made 2 payments in November? Because you were supposed to make 2 a month, right? Well, then he had every right to repossess your car. Because what he said was, initially, I said, well, if she made her payments in October and November, she missed December, but then she paid in January. She gave him $200 in January, and he took the car back right after the payment. That sounds a little sketchy. But you didn't pay him in October. You didn't pay him in November because you owed him money in both October and November. You didn't pay him at all in December, and you didn't pay him in January until January 19th. What did you expect him to do?
No,
Give you a gold star?
I did make 2 payments, but I made 1 payment in October.
You made a payment of how much? $100.
In October, no, 135 plus 115 because we went half on the thermostat that went out. So I made a payment.
Listen to me. I don't care about the thermostat that went out. You were supposed to pay him $100 a pay period.
Yes.
How many payments did you make him?
I made one payment of $250 in October.
$250. Show me.
I can show you the text that I text them, and I can't show you.
November.
Nope.
Well, you knew you were coming to court today, madam. This is your case. What you're suing him for is
all my
the money.
evidence was in the Jeep. I had receipts like this in the Jeep. I didn't think my Jeep was going to get taken, so I don't have evidence. I don't want to say yes, I did when I can't come here and prove it to you, but everything's in the Jeep.
No, there wasn't.
Shh.
Sorry.
Shh.
There was nothing in the Jeep that was not given back to her. Everything that was in the Jeep.
Sorry, Miss Perez.
Your Honor, there is a few things.
Sorry, Miss Perez. He didn't steal the vehicle. He repossessed the car because you hadn't been making payments to him as you were supposed to make payments to him while you were working for him.
Yep.
And then you were going to get fired, so we knew for sure you weren't going to make any payments.
And
Yet,
she also
you didn't make payments when you were working and getting paid at all in December.
It was just December. I made
No.
payments.
You have no proof that you made all your payments in October or November.
And she had her insurance canceled 4 different times through this whole
No,
thing.
I didn't.
I've got evidence.
Doesn't matter. She has no case. Now, you have a counterclaim.
That is correct.
Your counterclaim is for damage to the vehicle and impound fees.
That is correct.
What impound fees?
Because she reported the car stolen, and the car wasn't stolen, she was told that...
Just a second. Did you give her notice that you would repossess the car?
I told her that I took the car when I paid her off.
And when was that?
That was the following Tuesday. Because of the fact...
Just a second. When had she reported the car stolen? That was immediately.
The 20th.
So then you have to pay the impound fees.
But the Sacramento Police Department said the report should have never been taken.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me what anybody said
Okay.
to you.
I'm just-
You had the car while she was at work. You had the car repossessed. You didn't tell her about it that day. She comes out. She looks for her car. Her car's not there. She reports it stolen. She doesn't find out until later, till after you paid her off, days later, that you actually had the car. So if the car was impounded because she reported it stolen, you should have told her immediately. That's all. Now, money owed for damaged vehicle. Tell me how the vehicle was damaged.
Well, there was one damage to the right driver's door, which my witness is the first one that saw it.
Just a second. All you have
Left.
to do is show me a picture.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have recordings with their insurance saying he didn't know where the vehicle was.
Just a second.
He had no.
Listen, you have no case. You didn't make your payments.
I
have
just
no
don't.
case.
I made payments. I just don't have proof.
I'm sorry.
Because
If
it
you
was
have-
repossessed and he's not going to give me his credit card statement. If you get his credit card statement, it will
Madam,
show.
you acknowledge you made no payments in December and you didn't make any payments until January 19th. For January.
No.
And that has nothing to do with
January
October and November.
was for December that I talked to him about. In October and November, I only made one payment. You asked me if I made two, and I do have proof. I mean, and his.
You don't have proof.
I don't, because he's repossessed his car, which has all my evidence in it. How's that fair to
Well,
me?
that's unfortunate.
It is
Next time, keep better
unfortunate
evidence.
that he lied to
Next
everybody.
Next time, keep better evidence.
Yes.
I can't see what you're pointing to, sir. I can't see what this is.
You can see the dent right in the center of the picture. Can
You're
I come
talking
up
about
right there?
here?
Uh-huh.
And here's the
You're talking about here?
Yeah.
proof of insurance payments. I've been paying insurance. Proof.
I don't care if you've been paying insurance. You weren't paying
Okay.
him.
Yeah, I was.
You have proof that you're paying insurance. You should have proof that you were paying him. How did the car get dented here?
I don't know. I wasn't pointed out it. He pointed out to me. Oh, well, actually, Marie pointed out to me. And I told him when I was on the freeway, I heard a dink, but didn't notice anything until she pointed it out. It looks like a rock or a ball, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure it might have been on there before.
Just a second. You saw this, Jen?
Yeah.
Good. Stand up. Did you see how it happened?
No.
No. She doesn't know how it happened either.
But I know the car how it was when Larry gave it to her. And so when I came to work and it was literally 70 feet away from me, I said, what is that dent?
What? It looks like somebody
On
hit a
the
car
driver's
door
side.
onto hers.
It
that's
looks
what it
worse.
looks like.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there was an accident. It
No.
looked like somebody hit their car door into hers.
Or it looks like
or a
someone
ball,
took a
or a
foot.
ball, right?
Something.
Your case is dismissed. Your counterclaim is for the missed payments.
No.
No?
My countersuit is for the insurance to fix the vehicle.
Why is mine dismissed?
Why?
I just told you why. I told you 4 times because you have no proof that you paid him in October and November what you were supposed to pay him. You acknowledge you didn't pay him at all in December, and you didn't offer a payment until almost the end of January. Don't speak. That's why your case is dismissed. He had every right to repossess the car. Do you understand? Use the $2,500 deposit to fix the door. You got it? Perfect. We're done. Ms. Tickle, you boarded a horse at the defendant's facility and you claimed the horse was injured while at that facility.
Yes, Your Honor.
And in addition, that when you tried to get the horse from the facility, the defendant sort of held the horse ransom because she claimed that you owed her money.
Yes.
And I read her answer, and her answer is clear. She said that the horse was, in fact, injured at her facility, correct?
Yes.
And that she immediately called your vet, correct?
Yes.
And that your vet said that in order for your vet to come out to look at the horse, she would have to pay a past due bill of yours in addition to that visit that the vet would make. So what's the name of your vet?
It's one of my vets. It's Dr.
The vet that you called?
Dr. Purdue, who's the person she indicated on the boarding agreement as her vet of record.
Fine. On what date was the horse injured?
September 7th.
Okay. Now, on September 7th, did you owe Dr. Purdue money? That's very easy. I can make a call.
Yes, Your Honor.
How much money did you owe Dr. Purdue?
$280.
How long did you owe Dr. Purdue the $280?
It was 6 months or so, 9 months.
Why didn't you pay the doctor their bill?
I had sold my house and had moved.
Well,
and
okay. You didn't pay the bill. Okay, so
Right.
she's absolutely correct. Called the doctor. The doctor said she owes me money. I'm not coming out to see this horse unless you pay what she owes me plus the visit.
which was $900, not $250.
Not 280.
Not 280. It was $900. That's what they told me. And it was a year
Yeah.
in arrears.
Now, on September 7th, did Miss Tickle owe you any money for boarding the horse?
Yes, she had not paid September's board, which was due on the 1st.
Did she pay August's bill?
She did, but I think it was late.
But she paid August's bill, so by September 7th, she really wasn't that much delayed.
Not too late, no. But
No.
she had disappeared and the horse was supposed to be picked up on September 1st, and I hadn't heard from her and couldn't reach her.
Just a second. When you say the horse was supposed to be picked up, what does that mean?
She advised me sometime in July that the horse was going to be picked up on September 1st. But I never heard from her. She never showed up. Nothing happened. She never called, text, nothing, zero. I thought the horse had been abandoned.
Okay. Now, on September 1st, had you made an arrangement, because I read your complaint, to transfer the horse to another facility that was closer? That's what you say. So be careful your answer.
Right. The date, though, is incorrect. It was an oral statement that
I don't care if it's oral or not. Did you tell her that you were going to be picking up the horse on September 1st because, according to you, you were looking for another facility that was much closer to me? Because you told her
But
that.
not on, I said I need to find the right facility. My horse has known allergies, which she gets hives, Your Honor, that are all over her body, and it's a health problem. The hives break open. She's not able to lay down. They get
So why
infected.
didn't you pay your vet?
I paid my vet when I got the bill. There was
you
a problem
didn't.
with my getting mail to my new address. So
when did you move?
I moved in August, put everything in storage. In September, I moved.
Well,
to,
this bill was due in December,
Right,
according
this
to
was
you.
in
So you would have
December.
gotten it January, February, March, April, May. You would have gotten the bill.
Right, Your Honor.
Okay.
Usually, I was present when the vet would come out. This is the first time a vet has ever seen my horse. I've owned her 10 years without me being present.
Ms. Tickle, let's go. How much did you pay the defendant when you went to pick up the horse?
When I went to pick up the horse on,
Yes, in September.
When I actually picked her up in September.
How much did you pay her? Well, let me go back.
Okay.
Ms. Joint, how much was her monthly boarding fee?
$325.
So she owed you that in September?
She owed me that, yes.
Okay. Now, do you know how the horse was injured? It had a large hole in its chest.
I have no idea how the horse was injured. No one was there, no one saw it. It's impossible to know. Horses, unfortunately, injure themselves quite regularly in their paddocks, and you don't know necessarily how they did it.
I'd like to see what you wrote up about the horse's injury.
What I wrote about
Did you have a log, I assume, that you keep with regard to the horses that you board?
I don't board horses regularly. This was a one-off situation. She was a companion horse for my horse because another horse went away, so they didn't like being alone. But it's not a regular thing. It's kind of like a roommate situation.
Do you have a contract?
Yes.
I'd like to look at it.
Okay.
I met the defendant because she advertised a stall for rent, boarding stalls in Craigslist.
How long did you keep your horse there?
From January 13th, 2014 until
So it was there for a
September.
very long time, and
Yes.
clearly you were satisfied.
Yes.
Otherwise, you would have moved it.
Right. Everything was fine up until I got hurt.
This is your contract. And this says that if the horse becomes injured, which the horse clearly was, that it's your responsibility to first try to contact the boarder.
Which I did desperately.
Just a second. That's fine. And the second thing that you do is if you can't contact her, she gives you permission to contact her vet.
Correct.
Which you did.
Correct.
If the boarder's veterinarian is unavailable, the boarder authorizes the stable to call its veterinarian in an emergency, and that the boarder will be fully responsible for all veterinary charges so incurred. So you really had the responsibility to call a vet, but it's her responsibility to pay.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
Correct. So the part of your request for vet bills, she's not responsible for those pursuant to this contract. You are.
Right, Your Honor, but her boarding contract, she doesn't have a home occupational permit to run
Just
a
a
boarding
sec.
stable in Simi Valley, and that's required to...
Hey, you kept the horse there for 9 months.
Right.
When did you have this epiphany that she wasn't allowed to do what she was doing? When did you have this epiphany? When you had a problem?
I needed...
What I'm telling you is you have a contract, and your contract says that you pay the vet bill. Right now, you owe her $325 because your horse was there in the month of September. Has this
paid that.
happened? You paid it?
Yes, I did.
Great. How much did you pay her?
I paid $325. I sent it to her through bill pay.
Is that correct?
It was cancelled. I have an email from my bank saying it was cancelled.
I canceled it, Your Honor, after...
So you owe her $325?
No, I paid that... She gave me a billing, Your Honor, when I came. She Never
pick up
did-
the horse. She said to you, you're not getting the horse unless you give me so much money.
Right, she added on erroneous
Just a
charges
second.
and add-ons.
How much money did you give her?
I gave her $1,584.
Okay, now we come back to you. What is $1,584 for?
It was, I have a line item billing of everything that I did for the horse, being that I had understood the horse was abandoned for the last 2
Well,
months.
I don't care what you understand, actually. I don't care what you understand. 7 days is not abandoned.
She had not been to see that horse for months.
That's not true.
That's actually impossible because she told me that a month prior or 2 months prior, she had a conversation with you that she was moving the horse.
I believe it was a text exchange.
I don't care if it was text or by smoke signals.
She had not been to the facility to see the horse.
Listen to me. It doesn't matter. So far, she owes you $325 for boarding for the month of September.
I'd be happy to show you the billing with the receipts that I have.
She paid you in August.
I apologize, it's complicated because we had
Just a second. No way. No way. So baloney. Take it back. She owes you $325 because the horse hadn't been there the whole month of September. According to this, twice a month.
She also paid hay in addition to the board.
I understand that.
And I fed her horse and I gave it medical care, which it was essential, or the horse could have got an infection and been very sick.
Let me tell you what you were required to do pursuant to your contract. You were required to get a vet.
I did. I called the vet and
No, I read your answer.
I spoke to the vet.
I read your answer.
And he gave me his recommendation.
I read your answer. You don't get paid for that. You personally, unless you paid it, just a second. Listen to me.
It's left at my property
Listen
that's
to me
abandoned.
carefully. Unless the vet sent you a bill, you don't get paid for that.
How do you?
Did the vet send you the bill
I'm
for the
supposed to
I'm
feed the horse for
speaking.
free?
Just answer the question. Did the vet send you a bill for the conversation that you had with the vet to tell you how to fix the injury, this large gaping hole in the horse's chest that happened while it was under your care?
No.
Did the vet tell? The answer
He
is
gave
no.
me free
so
advice because he
1584
knew
less
I thought it was
325,
abandoned.
which is actually what she owed you, which she didn't pay, which is 162. So far, $1,261. Then you do have to feed your horse.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. So how much does it cost for the horse's food for the 9 months that the horse was there?
It was $100 a month average for 6 bales of hay. That's what my size horse consumes.
Over the 9-month period, what did you pay?
I paid
for
on
food?
average of $120 a month.
Well, now it's from 100 to 120. Why don't we think again? How much did you pay for the horse's food for the 9 months that the horse was there?
$120 a month was for the hay.
Fine, less 120.
No, I paid that though. I paid that. She would give me.
In
She would
September?
tell me the amount.
Just a second, in September?
That's in her billing.
Just a second. What
That's
billing?
in her billing that she gave to me.
Oh, I'm deducting certain figures. I'm deducting from what you gave her, $1,584. I'm deducting what you owe her,
Right.
$325 for the boarding for the month of September.
Right.
You owe her $120 for food. I'm deducting that from the money that you gave her. This is your lawsuit.
$60, Your Honor, because it would have been half the month.
So far, $1,141 is what you're entitled to back from what she gave you, because you're not getting paid for the vet, for you acting like a vet on a horse that was injured on your watch. Food and her monthly boarding for September. What else does she owe you?
Grain, because I had to start feeding the horse because it was losing weight. It was in
Grain.
stress.
Just a second. In the 9 months that you had the horse there, other than September, did you ever feed the horse and bill her for grain? The answer is either yes.
She brought the grain up until around July timeframe. June, July, I started feeding the horse because she was no longer bringing food to
Just
her.
a second. I'm giving you hay. That's in your deal. And I gave you for the whole month, not just half of it. What I asked you was, had you ever previously billed her for grain?
Before July, no, because she bought her
Okay,
own.
$1,141. What else?
The medical care. I flushed that wound 3 times a day.
$1,141. That's what you're entitled to, not $4,803. $1,141. That takes off the food for the horse and the $325 that you owe her.
Okay.
It actually says in my contract that I'm entitled to bill for medical care I provide the
No,
horse if I have to.
no. Now, it says that you are required to provide veterinary care.
I gave the
By a
horse
vet-
veterinary care. Under veterinary advice.
Are you a licensed veterinary
No,
doctor?
but my witness is a vet tech, and I went under her advice and the doctor's advice
Good.
on how
You
to
don't get
treat
paid
the
for
wound.
that. 11:41. Judgment for the plaintiff. We're done.
If it were her horse and the tables were turned, I would have called another vet and another vet and another vet.
She didn't contact me for a week after the horse was injured.
Until I had that horse, the gapping wound.
I texted her, I called her, I emailed her.
Sealed up and cleaned up.
I went way above and beyond.
I learned a lesson. I will never board at a private backyard facility.
Take care of your animals and go visit them when you're supposed to.
And certainly not through one I find on Craigslist.